What's good, people? Welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be comparing two different Pagani watches. Now, I'm just going to say that these are obviously not the same watch, but I just wanted to see which one of these is actually the better watch. Before we do that though, let's do a quick wristwatch check. I'm actually wearing the Citizen Field watch that Troy from the Bold Watch Collector sent in for me to review. That will be either on the channel or coming very, very soon. So thank you again to him for letting me borrow this. Definitely subscribe to him as well if you haven't already. So today, like I said, we're doing a not so serious comparison between these two watches. So on the left we have the Tudor Homage, and on the right we have the Submariner Homage. So which do you actually prefer? Let me know down in the comments. Do you prefer the Sub or do you prefer the Black Bay? Now, first impressions of both of these when I've got them side by side is actually the weight of them. The Tudor definitely feels a little bit heavier. Both of these are at 316L stainless steel. I think this has got an aluminium insert, this has got ceramic, both have got sapphire, both have got the same Seiko NH35 movement in. This is cheaper, coming in at around 60 odd pound, and this is closer to 100. So you can see this one's got a Cyclops, that one doesn't. That makes the date really easy to read, whereas on the Tudor Homage, a little bit more difficult. I wish that was colour matched on the Submariner Homage. No, that's the actual style, but I think they should have colour matched it on the Pagani, the Tudor Homage. I think it would have just been a little bit nicer. So you can see we've got the Kermit, and we've got the burgundy and gilt version at this side. So both of these are really iconic watches in their own right. We've got the iconic Snowflake and then the iconic Mercedes on the Submariner Homage. Both of these have got unidirectional bezels. Both of them actually feel really good. So we'll do the this one first, and it's nice. Tiny bit of back play, but yeah, grip is nice. Everything lines up as it should, and then we get on to the grip is even better. There's a lot more grip. Everything again lines up as it should, and the action is a little bit nicer as well. Smidge of back play like there is on this one. So yeah, both of the bezels feel really good. Then we get to like finishing and build and stuff like that, and I actually prefer the finishing on the Tudor Homage because it's brushed, and then we've got that little slither of high polish just there, which like separates the brushing really nicely. You can see it's brushed at the top and then brushed bracelet. So this is brushed at the top and a brushed bracelet, but it's actually a high polish at the sides, which I don't actually like all that much, but it's just what the Submariner Homage is. And you can see we've got a sign crown at this side, and this has also got a sign crown as well. You can also see we've got this really nice red accent on the crown there, and then obviously not on this one. This has got crown guards, that one doesn't. So I guess, you know, design-wise, it's, you know, down to personal preference. I personally prefer the Tudor Homage. If I had the money for either one of these watches, I'd definitely go with the Tudor Homage, prefer the style of it. So this is not a direct homage of the 58. It's actually a mix between the Pelagos and the 58. Whereas this one is definitely a Submariner Homage through and through. You can see that, you know, by the hands, the indices, the bezel design, and again this one's got a lot of similarities to the Tudor, but you know, it's a little bit different as well because the dial, as you can see, has a stippled effect, which the Tudor doesn't, whereas this one is, you know, pretty much plain black like the Kermit version of the Submariner. So taking a look at the bracelets, both of them have got solid end links and solid links. Both of them are screw links as well. So this one is all brushed, and the brush quality is really nice, and it is on the Submariner Homage. So we've got this style clasp with dual pushers, and it is a milled clasp, which is very, very nice to see. I have got a little bit of a problem with this though. Sometimes it actually just pops open of its own accord, which this one does not. So a little bit of an issue with that one. So this one we've got again a brushed clasp, and it is a Rolex style one. So if we just give it a close, you can see it's got the security fold over just there, whereas this one is, like I said, a dual push. So I guess that's down to preference. I personally prefer the clasp on this one because it has micro adjusts, which this one does not, and it's also got the double pushes, which is a little bit easier. Even though this one does pop open, I actually prefer this style, but this one is definitely more secure on wrist. You can also see it's engraved with the Pagani Design branding, as is that one. Both the bracelets are really nice and follow suit. We've got like rivets on the side of this one, and it's high polish. This one again is just plain and high polish. Again, both of them are solid and screw linked as well, so both score really good. I do actually prefer the Tudor Homage bracelet a little bit. I think it looks, I prefer it. It's just the style I like. But obviously you can't really go wrong with the classic oyster style that Rolex have made so popular. So taking a look at the case backs of both of these, and both of them are exhibition style, letting you see that Seiko NH35. So that one is there. I'll just pop it down and show you this Submariner Homage, and then we'll just open it up quickly, and there's the Submariner Homage. So both of the case backs are really quite similar in style. Both let you see the Seiko movement inside. So yeah, so both score really good there. So yeah, I'm guessing a lot of this is down to personal preference. Comfort next, and both of these are really comfortable. This one fits a little bit better on my wrist because it's got a smaller lug to lug. This one still fits really nice, but it is a little bit bigger. So this is a 40mm diameter, this is a 42mm diameter. So this one does wear a little bit better on slimmer wrists. If you've got slightly thicker wrists, then you might want to opt for Tudor Homage, because it's just, like I said, a little bit bigger in diameter, and it's also got slightly longer lugs as well. So yeah, both of these watches are really good. Loom next, and both are good. I think the Submariner's edges it a little bit because, well, it's my favourite colour, and it has blue loom, and it's a little bit stronger, a little bit cleaner done, and it does get a little bit brighter than the Tudor Homage. I'm a little bit disappointed actually for the price point. I don't think it's as good as it should be for almost £100. I think they could have done with a more generous application, whereas this one, like I said, it's really nice and clean, and it is a little bit brighter, and it does last longer as well, which is really nice, even though this one is the more affordable of the two. So it's really nice to see that Pagani haven't cut as many corners on the Loom on this one and they have on this one. Yeah, so that's just one thing to take into account. So if you really like your Loom, then this is definitely the stronger of the two, the Submariner Homage. So comfort wise, like I've mentioned already, both of these wear really nicely on wrist. Both are very comfortable, even though the Tudor one, the Pagani Tudor style, is a little bit heavier, it still wears really nicely on wrist, as does this one. I actually think this one wears a smidge better for me on my slimmer wrist, but both are very comfortable watches to wear. And that is thanks to, the good bracelets designs. Obviously, Pagani can't take credit for anything really in terms of design. Build quality though, both are very impressive. Both have got a good amount of weight to them. Finishing's good. Everything feels solid apart from that little smidge of backplay in the bezel. But yeah, both are very good watches, and like I said, this is not a serious comparison obviously because they're not the same watch, so you can't say, well, yeah, this is one, the Tudor Homage, one that you should go for, and this is the Submariner Homage that you can go for. But I am actually getting another watch to compare this to. I found another Homage of the same watch, so I'm going to be getting that in at some point. And I've also got a comparison of this one and another watch of the exact same model as well, so we can compare that. But I just thought I'd do this one for a little bit of fun, just to see which you prefer. I, again, am just edging towards the Tudor Homage, prefer the style. Even though this one is, iconic by Rolex, and you know what, the Black Bay is an iconic design as well now in its own right. So which one would you pick? Would you pick the Submariner Homage, or would you pick the Tudor Homage, the Black Bay? Let me know that down in the comments. Personally, like I said, I think you couldn't go wrong with either of these watches. I just wish the Loom was a little bit better on this one. I think it's a little bit disappointing, to be fair. Whereas the Loom on this one is actually pretty good. Both are well made. This one's got better finishing, though I think it's just a little bit more refined. But then again, it is a little bit more expensive as well, so that's to be expected. And I'm just not a fan of high polish surfaces. It's just one of those things. It's a personal preference. But you might like that. You might like the high polish and the brush finish. I like it when it's, you know, done sparingly, like Pagani have done it on the Tudor Homage. I think it looks, you know, a little bit nicer on there than a full high polish, but you know, that again, just personal preference. So that is pretty much it for this one. A review of this is actually on my website, which you can see linked in the description, and the review of this one is on the channel and on the website as well. So definitely check that out, because yeah. And then like I said, the comparison for this one and the other one is coming soon, and the comparison for this one and the other one is coming as soon as I can get hold of the other watch to compare it to. So that is pretty much it for this one. Thank you for watching. Again, not a serious video, just for a bit of fun to see which you guys prefer. So yeah, let me know in the comments which is your preferred, the Sub or the Black Bay. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like the video if you enjoyed it. So thanks again. I'll see you soon.